Well, hey everyone. Good morning. Today is Thursday, April the 10th, and I have 3 items going out today. It's been a rather slow week. I do feel that other resellers are kind of feeling the same thing. It's just been hit and miss. I feel like I've been putting in the work and not reaping the rewards. But I do know that sometimes it just takes a while to get going, and it is pretty amazing when you work really, really hard one week. I don't feel like you kind of get those rewards from putting in all that work until like the week after, or even the week after that. So that's just my opinion. That's just what I've seen in my business. So you can take it or leave it or disagree with me. But that's how it is for me anyway. So, but I did have 2 sales yesterday, and then 1 came in early this morning. I actually woke up to an offer. So I'm going to get those out the door. I feel like I'm taking a little bit lower offers just because I am kind of in this position to where, I don't feel like I'm desperate, but it's almost like you have to ask yourself, is it worth losing a sale over just a couple bucks? And most of the time the answer for me is no, unless it's something special. So, all right, I'm just kind of wiping down my station here to keep little dust from getting all over things. All right, today's my sister's birthday. So I actually called her last night and I was like, if I forget, I want to tell you happy birthday. But I actually sent her a present and she must have not have got it yet. But I got her a thrifted present. So it's kind of special. You know, and it was brand new with tags, the shirt was. So hopefully she likes it. But it really reminded me of her when I saw it. So, okay. The first item, I'm going to read you I always try and get my titles up so you can see how I have titled something. This is a cinch men's size small plaid short sleeve button down shirt. Just a nice westerny cinch shirt. Cinch is a good Western brand to know. I knew getting this, there's the little logo. I knew getting this, I wasn't going to make a ton on it. I was really just seeing how it was going to perform. But I did get this at my local Goodwill. I got it this year, actually, on February the 25th. I paid $2.34 for it. It was probably on the half off or the 75% off. And I got an offer. I think I posted this for $14.99. I got an offer for $12 this morning. So I contemplated it, and then I thought, just recoup that money and go on to something else just to get it out of here. Men's size small does not sell well for me. It just kind of sits. It's like the women's size extra small. Although there are small people in this world, there's more larger people. So anyway, I just decided, get your money back, make a couple bucks and move on. So that's what I did. So my net profit was only $6.78 on this. And I know I've talked about this before, but when you say something is either button up or button down, it is button down if it has this button right here on the collar to keep the collar down. This is a button down shirt. If the collars are open and there's no buttons, it's a button up shirt. So I did not know that for years. I did not know that. I learned that while I was reselling, and I didn't know that it was such a big deal, but apparently to some people it is. So just throwing that out there in case you don't know either. We are now in the knowing club. So, all right, just gonna get this all folded up, and hopefully they'll appreciate I am shipping this very quickly. I always try to, if someone makes an offer and they pay prior to me shipping for that day, I always try to just get it out the door, especially like with Mercari or Poshmark, because you don't get paid until they get their items. So I always try and get it out the door fast so I can get my money. All right. Today is kind of a busy day. Tomorrow I start my full-time job as a hospice on-call nurse, and so I have this dreadful feeling. Just like, I feel like even if you love your job, sometimes you're just not ready for your days off to end. And that's kind of how I've been feeling. So, it's like, I can't believe it's my last day off. So I've got a lot to do. The 10 by 13. I've got a lot to do today to prep for my weekend. With my business, I'm not going to be able to really mess with my business a whole lot. But I want to have drafts up, at least 5 drafts a day for Saturday and 5 drafts for Sunday. I have lots of, I videoed I videoed a thrift haul last night. So that will probably be going up this weekend sometime. And then I'm looking at bags and bags of stuff. I have another thrift haul where I thrifted yesterday. Which is good. I feel like I have lots of inventory right now. My rack is getting a little more full, but I am trying to post 5 to 10 items a day. I would really like to get up to 10 items a day. But that's kind of hard. It just really is. I need to get to where I have more of a structured, just a structured routine on, okay, I'm going to take pictures. I'm going to take nothing but pictures on this day. So take hundreds of pictures and then have them available for the week. And I used to do that. I would take pictures on Sunday. And then as I worked, and this is when I worked Monday through Friday, through the week, I didn't have to worry about taking pictures. I just worried about putting in my listings and shipping. And so if you are wanting to get started, or maybe you are a part-time reseller and you have a full-time job, that really worked for me. And I don't know why, when I switched to an on-call position and I got out of leadership and I no longer worked Monday through Friday, for some reason I got off that routine. And I think it's because now I work every other weekend. And so there's absolutely no way every other Sunday that I can take pictures. But I do feel the need to try and figure out a routine that works for me. And then, just see how that does. Something else I'm kicking around, which I feel like I'm talking too much. But I also know I only sold 3 items, so I got some time. I got some time to talk on this video. And it's my perimenopause brain. I just stutter, and I feel like, any other woman out there in middle age and you feel like you have lost all sense when you talk, that's where I'm at in life. It's a really nice place to be. You're just you're just stuttering to yourself. Oh, anyway, I know I need to get a routine is what I'm saying, and I need to figure that out. So hopefully I will get that figured out. All right. So you saw these in a haul as well this year. I got these Wonder Wink scrubs. They're size 3X. They're a women's. These are pink scrub pants. Super cute. They are so cute. And then the shirt that goes with them is a Wonder Wink, and it is a size 3X, and it's like this animal print. So very cute. I got these at one of my favorite little thrift stores where I can bag the clothing for $10 a bag. So my my cost of goods ended up being $1.05 each. So $2.10 for the both of them. And for some reason, this pink is like holding on to every single piece of dander it can find, which is very annoying. But I got an offer on Mercari for $21.75. So on Mercari, I do not use Mercari shipping. So therefore, I have to consider that I'm going to be out the shipping on that. And so, you know, am I okay to accept this offer? So what I did is I could not remember what my cost of goods was for this. So I looked up my cost of goods when I got the offer, and I realized it was a little bit lower because I couldn't remember if I bought these at the Goodwill or if I got them in my bag sales. And so I saw that I had got them in a bag sale, and I was like, okay, that is way better. That is way better than I thought, because initially I thought I must have got them at the Goodwill. So I went ahead and accepted because I needed the sale. And I mean, truthfully, no, I didn't need the sale, but I wanted the sale. Sometimes, like, when you start accepting offers, it kind of gets your algorithm going. And so I definitely was like, okay, I'm going to accept this offer. Surely the shipping's not too bad, which it wasn't. So my net profit on this set is $10.95. So $10.95, yes. Sorry, I have it written down, so. All right. And I am just rolling away because for some reason, light pink just shows every little piece of hair, dander, and like things like we wouldn't notice on other pieces. I'm noticing every single little bit. So yesterday was a good day. I spent the day thrifting. I did go to my booth and I redid one of my booths. It's been needing it for a really long time, if I'm being honest with myself. I hung a different kind of clothing rack, and I did that because I got this cheapy flimsy clothing rack from Amazon that I would not recommend because it's not like this wonderful one behind me. And so it was kind of starting to lean, and I was like, okay, I got to do something with this. So I put a rack in, like I used the posts, and I went to Ace Hardware, and I got like the pole and then the things that you put the pole on. I got that yesterday, and I was going to record some and let you guys see my flea market booth, but the owner was there, and her and I get chit-chatty, and then with the people walking around, I just decided I would not do it yesterday. So hopefully, don't give up on me. I will. I just I need to get a system in place for that also. And truthfully, it's really hard for the people that are part-time resellers, and you do record. If you're a YouTuber, you record while you thrift. Hats off to you, because I just don't have the time. Not that YouTube's not worth it, because it is. I just if this was my full-time job, I feel like I would be more focused on trying to do that, but clearly not my full-time job. So sometimes I feel like I'm just trying to make it, if that makes sense. So, okay. So I folded these up, and what I am doing, I could not get these in a little clear poly, so I am folding them in my shipping paper, and I'm gonna show you, and I'm hoping it'll fit in my 12 by 15. Yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like. I put up my little Easter bunny sticker on there, and then I'm gonna use my 15 by 12 polys. These are nice if you get something a little bit more bulkier that maybe doesn't fit in your 10 by 13s. And I get these off of Amazon, which I think I have an affiliate link for these down in the description. So I'm trying to be better at that. There's one thing I've gotten better at on YouTube, so. Okay. All right, so this is going out today. And then my third and final item, I think I said in yesterday's video, I feel like eBay is doing something with their app, or, well, not even their app, because the desktop, it was the same way. So I received an offer on this Lululemon men's shirt, and I accepted it, and then it just sat there, and it kept telling me I had an offer, and I would go to it, and it was like I had, you know, cleared the offer, but it would still tell me I had an offer. So whenever this happens, I feel like eBay's like, they're working on stuff. But this is I got this in a haul this year as well. This is a Lululemon men's metal vent tech long sleeve athletic shirt, size XXL, gray and black. So I was able to figure out what model it was. Just a really nice. I did get this at my local Goodwill for $5.48. The bottom of the shirts, thank goodness, had the size XXL on the inside. So since I was able to figure out the model of the shirts, that kind of helped with the pricing. And I loved that it was an XXL. So I actually asked my husband if he wanted this, and he was like, I don't do well with those type of shirts. He doesn't like it, like, you know, he doesn't like the more shaped shirts. But anyway, so this sold for $18, and my net profit on this was $9.76 after you take the cost of goods out in the fees. So not bad. It's bread and butter. This is kind of where I normally range, is $8 to $15 net profit. So it's going out in a clear poly, and then I am putting it in my 10 by 13. All right. And that is that, guys. I am done. So short video, but hopefully I've got lots to do. I want to get 10 items posted today. I need to run the grocery store and do some things and clean my house while I'm posting all the good things that us part-time resellers, we have to take care of. So, and you know, if you are a full-time reseller, that's like, I know you're still doing those same things. So please don't take that wrong. But for me, like, to prepare to work, my week on gives me little time to focus on the business. It would be different if, you know, this was my full-time job and I was, you know, having to stay motivated in my own house and not get distracted. And, you know, I could only imagine it would be hard to like keep myself on track, because if you're at home, there's always something that you think you need to get done. And that would definitely be me. I'd be like, I think I need to plant those flowers. So anyway, thanks for watching. For those of you that do work Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, you are almost finished. Hang in there, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.